What's up, guys? It's your boy Vince Ryder, and welcome back to VinzTalk, where I just talk to you guys, talk about anything involving news, gaming news, animation news, anything happening in Webtoon, or anything happening in this channel. I basically give you the sum up of what's going on and just give you the info, and just also this is like a rambling series where I just talk about whatever. But you know what? I'm just gonna have a good vibes of just talk about something that I've been missing, because pretty much last weekend there was no Vince Talk, but now there's Vince Talk right here. So of course I was busy, last weekend. The event though, that was a big deal. Man, that was one of the best experience. Freestyle session special edition. For those that don't know, I'm basically in the breakdance culture, and pretty much this is one of the biggest breakdance events out there in terms of like what it's known for. So yeah, I haven't been to a hip hop jam in for a while, but this was definitely one hell of an experience. I definitely almost talked to anyone in that event, and it was truly an underground breakdance scene. So that was fun. Pretty much I covered it in my second channel, so definitely go check it out. There was literally just me go around, and the one of the famous dancers give me a shout out and stuff like that. Got me some clothing as well, like a shirt and a hat, and also hung out with my boy Stefan. We just ran around the event, and pretty much it was truly an experience. I it was an event because I haven't been to a hip hop jam in 2 years, so this is definitely a different vibe, especially for something like an anime convention or a gaming convention, like FanimeCon and also other conventions as well. But this was like almost up there, as one of the best experience in terms of me being a dancer. But this was, that's why it was like, a lot. It's pretty much I haven't covered it, most of it. Like I haven't put out videos much. Like I still have to put like some of the cipher scenes that I pretty much have that haven't released yet. So it's like 90% of stuff that I at least put out. It's still not finished yet. But also, it was like, an experience that I just know I needed, something that I've been a part of for ever since I was in elementary, upon that culture. Other than that, also, I've been busy with classes. I got homeworks, pretty much off the wazoo of like just two classes that I'm dealing with, but it requires a lot of, in early writings, I would say, even though it's like not much, but it is, especially when you have like certain projects that you want to get done in terms of like videos that I want to put out, which I'm not really ready to announce yet. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. And yeah, also like there will be a future moment that I'll be coming ambassador, because Webtoon just released their ambassadorship, so hopefully I get a chance to apply and they will accept me. I guarantee you I work with Webtoon in terms of sponsors and what I have done, for them in the sense of like what they've done for me, like, stuff working together and me communicating with them. So I guarantee, especially with the amounts of like Webtoon influencers and, Webtoon ambassadors that follow this channel, believe it or not. Anyways, moving on, pretty much I do want to talk about some news stuff. Some of them is like, related to like space news in a way, but also there was one thing I kind of want to talk about, which was the VMAs. I mean, I don't know. I find myself not watching much of the VMAs other than the highlights or what's up there, I don't know. I realized that I'm not really that interested in celebrity lifestyles in any way at all. I'm more interested than the smaller lifestyles of just like smaller creators. That's why I would follow YouTube channels that are like, that actually would capture my interest, like the underdogs, ones that have 100 subscribers. There was a podcast that I followed that has 100 subscribers. Them having a better setup than me, but also like channels that just are not really celebrity status, or I don't know if there is a celebrity status at all. I don't know if it's gone at this point, because basically everybody is, can be famous within their own rights, but also anyone, like, I think I remember seeing like, PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye, like, even though they're like the famous out there on YouTube, they still go out and get their own groceries or whatever, They're pretty much just, everyone else living their own lives. But you got these celebrities, and pretty much it's a full-on celebrity fest. It's also like the VMAs itself. There was performances that were interesting, like Blackpink and also Red Hot Chili Peppers was back. Haven't seen them in a while. It took me a minute to realize, like, what the heck are these old guys with, these kind of clothing and colored hair? I was like, oh, it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're still alive? Damn. No, but seriously, I have not seen them in a while. But it was crazy just to, just to actually figure that out. I was like, what? Who are they? And also, there was a lot of like international artists, like artists from Puerto Rico, Venezuela, South Korea, of course, stuff. Also artists from UK and all that. But I don't know. I didn't really have the interest to actually see most of it. I did see a little bit of Nicki Minaj's, thank you speech. I was worried about there was a lot of dresses and clothing in that freaking VMAs where I'm like, oh god, they're the VMAs itself, they're gonna be shut down for like the amount like less wear. I'm not one of those, and I'm not trying to be a Christian dad where I'm like, oh, the profanity of this clothing, oh, it's sinful, it's so sinful, blasphemy. No, I'm just saying like, can you just wear like, what are you wearing? Like there's no bra at all. Like it's gonna slip. It's gonna slip, Nikki. I'm kidding. It's gonna slip, Lotto. Like and also whatever celebrity up there. I don't even know what fashions. I don't have no idea what Lizzo is wearing. Is that a trash can? Like I'm just, I'm just looking at these clothings and stuff like that. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. Maybe Lil Nas X is the one that is top tier. Like of his clothing, even though I kind of forget about it already. Man, there was just some questionable stuff within the VMAs. We got freaking Young Gravy up on stage. When did he perform? Like he was just too busy talking about like, oh, I'm with your moms. Oh, I'm with your moms. I'm like, stop. We get it. You like MILFs. Jeez. Just cut it out, Gravy. Like this gimmick's gonna get old real quick. Let me tell you. But yeah, the VMAs was questionable. A lot of virtual signaling, to be honest. But you know what? It's the VMAs. Whatever, they can do whatever. MTV Vmas. I was never interested, even though, I kind of like in some ways grew up with MTV. But that's what's just like, I guess some of the music videos and the skateboarding stuff. But other than that, yeah, the VMAs. Does anyone care mostly? I don't. I honestly have no idea who does. Okay, but it was interesting, so I had to at least talk about it. And I know some of you that are younger than me that actually are interested in it. So you know what? I'll just dabble in it. I'll just put it on the thumbnail of this video. Anyways, I do want to talk about space news, like especially stuff related to the Artemis mission, like that launch. For those that don't know, we're trying to go back to the moon again. Humans going back to the moon, but they gotta test their own rockets first. So that's what they're doing. And man, the amount of delays and timing of this has just gone crazy. Like already 2 times they were launching like 3, 2, wait, we're not ready yet. And also the next day, like 3, 2, sorry, there is a malfunction. And yeah, it's it makes sense because this is like a big fleet, a big feat for like humanity of going to space to the moon. Basically it takes 3 days to go there, so it'll be like 6 days to actually for this to be complete. It's an orbital mission, kind of like Buzz Lightyear when he was like, this is not a spoiler, when he was going around the sun and coming back to Earth, or coming back to the planet that he was on. It's definitely not Earth because I'm not gonna spoil it. But yeah, this was just like something that I just kind of want to share. And I haven't been really interested to share anything space related. USA is already a space hole as itself. Pretty much, they just go to, the space station just like nonchalantly, all the streams are getting lower and just like, it's not really anything exciting for me. I mean, during 2020 and 2021 it was, but right now it's just like, there's nothing really crazy about it that I actually find it captivating, at least to me. Now, I'm just kind of like interested to see if this is ever completed. So I probably might be doing something else and actually just come back to news and just like, oh, hey, it's now to the moon. Nice. Oh, it's coming back. Okay. It's just like, oh, this feels quick, man. Everything's just flying so quick. And 2024, I believe, is when we put humans to go to the moon. The first person of color, the first. Will there be a first bi person? Huh? Maybe I can be part of that. The first bisexual to actually go to the space. Huh? What do you say, NASA? I'm kidding. Anyways, I'm sure someone else is qualified or something. Someone else that is highly way more queer than me. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we're about to actually, talk about some other stuff involving gaming. And this is going to be stuff where I'm just going to like, just doubt. Look, there was a junk load of stuff. This is basically now a gaming cast. Okay. The VinzTalk's over. Now it's the VinzTalk gaming podcast extraordinaire. I don't know. I'm thinking about the name. But right now, before I get into the whole Gamescom huge madigadig, okay, and also the whole thing about the PS5 price increase, I do want to talk about something that I've been really captivating. And also, like, if you notice, especially on my Discord, I haven't been out there in a while. I haven't been really that active itself in the comments or something like that because I think during earlier this weekend, I discovered something beyond cool. And it's something that's just been out there on the internet, which is gaming emulators. And it's something I just, dabbled in ever since, but it's totally different. Now I get into the real stuff. Man, but I just been on and on about gaming emulators. And I kind of have to be, I don't know if I have to be careful. Like, oh man, I downloaded Elden Ring for free. No, I didn't do that. It's older video games that I've been playing and stuff specifically for the GameCube and PSP. Like I've been playing like Sims 2 in both GameCube and PSP. Those were fun. I love The Sims. AC Bloodline, Assassin's Creed. I've been checking that out. I'm curious, like, oh, is this game good? And also like Crash Nitro Racing. That was a nostalgia, especially Mario Double Dash or Mario Racing Double Dash, I think it's called. I don't know, it's been a while. Like, I pretty much played it once and that's it. And that's why the Crash Nitro Racing just took over me. I'm like, this is my racing game right here. I mean, Mario Double Dash is cool, but man, Nitro Racing, man, this is a classic. This is where I grew up. Sonic Adventures 2, I'm trying to play that. I mean, man, I never liked the intro, especially if it's based in my own city in San Francisco. I'm just like, I don't like this level. I just find myself like, what is this? And also battling this robot or something. Like, how do I do that? Like, what is this? Man, I hate the first level of Sonic Adventures 2. Oh my goodness. I find myself like, wow, this is just, I don't know. I got to finish that somehow because I do want to get into the game, the meat and potatoes of this of the Sonic Adventures, so my nostalgia can flow. But I find myself not really caring much about Sonic as I used to. Anyways, Street Fighter Alpha, I gotta download that. I love Street Fighter. I have to play that. It's funny because this is the same one I played on my Switch, but then I have it on the PSP. It's so good. And last but not least, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I have to get at least one Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I gotta get the Project 8 for the PSP, and I played it emulator. Oh, it was so good. So good. Man, I remember, for any skateboard game that I ever played. I'm still a skateboarder, though. I still skate time after time. It's something that I do to relax. Well, actually, somewhat relax. I just love listening to certain music, and then it implements my skating. That's what I love to enjoy. And pretty much for this Tony Hawk Pro Skater Project 8 did not disappoint. I really enjoyed it. Anyways, now pretty much I'm done with me talking about how much I love emulators because that's what I've been busy with. I haven't been doing much other than playing emulators all day, and I'm probably gonna be playing more after this, of this podcast. Gamescom. So Gamescom just happened 2 weeks ago, as I'm recording this, and there's a couple games that I do want to talk about, but I'm not gonna get to all of them. Okay, I'm not gonna get all of them. Okay, how many games are there? I'm not gonna get into the Gearbox or the PC gaming thing. Look, there's just too many. There's just too many. I'm not Kind of Funny. I'm not freaking working for IGN or none of that. But there was a lot of games that I was looking forward to and stuff that I just saw where I'm like, you know what, let's just talk about it. Let's see what happens. So moving out to, it looks cool. I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you about the game and how I feel about it. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to make this short. New tales from Borderlands, which actually involves new characters and also the same old comedic quips, which is something I like about Borderlands. We got Tortuga at Pirate's Tale. It's a pirate game, and I've been on a full pirate binge. I've been playing Assassin's Creed, on my Switch, which not a lot because of my gaming emulators, but Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and also I've been playing I've been watching One Piece as well. I've been dabbling in that if you notice about the reviews. So I've been in a very piratey mood, not pirating like. Well, actually, I don't know. I gotta be no, pirating. No, I mean pirate mood, into pirates. So I'm looking at this. I was like, it looks cool. Destiny 2 Lightfall. I mean, if you're interested in that, it has a nice trailer. I thought it was gonna be a movie. That could have been cool. Let me tell you. Speaking of gaming movies, Cyberpunk. The Netflix movie looks dope. My God, I never seen something like this. It's something like, and also I believe Trigger, the same ones that made Kill la Kill, and also some other animes out there is making this. I'm just looking at it like, whoa, this looks so sick. Anyways, also Under Waves, which I thought it was Subnautica. It's called Under the Waves. Looks cool, and it's something about the deep waves where you go in. I'm curious about the gaming mechanics about that. Moonbreaker, turn-based Warhammer-ish looking game. Friends versus Friends, which is very cartoony. And I thought at first it was, not, I think it was a TCG as well. I don't know. They're holding cards. It made me think like TCG. Lies of P. I kind of want to see more about this game. It sort of reminds me of Outer Worlds for whatever reason, or Wolfenstein. So, Lies of P. I'm curious what that is. Stranded, Alien Dawn. That looks dope. Also some other games here. Pretty much I saw 2 presentations for some reason. The Metaverse, aka Everywhere. There's this game called Everywhere. It is straight up the Metaverse. They were actually putting it out like, oh, this game is gonna be, they didn't really tell us much. It's something that I kid you not. He said like, oh, it's a whole new world for gamers. I'm like, what does that even mean? Stop. Okay, I swear, if this game is gonna be like Fortnite, oh, we're all. I'm going to the moon. I'm going to NASA with them. Okay, 2024. I'm leaving this planet. Okay, where we lost humanity, people. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, what the heck what do you mean a whole new world for the gamers? What is that supposed to be? I can't. It's straight up metaverse. You know what they're selling. They're gonna actually have this put out. I'm just curious. I can smell the rant videos of this game called Everywhere when the actually reveal comes out. I'm just like, it has racing cars and freaking deserted, beautiful, exotic places or whatever. I'm just like, man, it's straight up metaverse. Stop playing with me. My goodness, it's either metaverse or Fortnite, Anyways, Dune Awakening, sandy-ish, pretty much I'm looking for. I call it sandy because it's very sandy, Dune Awakening. It looks cool. I'm curious of this game, to be, somewhat good if if I ever get a hold of it or something. If not, then hey, I got my emulators. There's also a new controller. I mean, good luck with that. I wonder how much that's going to be, especially when the PS is already raising its damn prices. The Callisto Protocol horror space game, that's something like that. The Callisto Protocol looks cool. Has some goriness, that's for sure. But man, I'm actually in the mood for some good old horror, especially for space horror. Will it be like Dead Space? Will it be like Alien? I don't know. This one actually looks promising. I'm actually interested to check that out. Lords of the Fallen, if you're into a dark fantasy. So I don't know, this could be like a new Elden, to be honest. I mean, it looks nice, that's for sure. Lords of the Fallen, for any dark fantasy I'm into, I hope it will be standing up to its praise, like, Elden Ring or like Bloodborne. Hogwarts Legacy is a game that I've been kind of curious, like what's been going on in behind the scenes though. It's gonna be out there February next year. So, but also Hogwarts Legacy, I don't know. I heard like some stuff like there's gonna be like microtransactions, gotchas here and there. So it's gonna be like basically Hogwarts Impact, Genshin Impact. Speaking of Genshin. Oh, by the way, also Hogwarts has like this deluxe edition, 72 hours. I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Deluxe edition? Are you trying to put microtransactions this early? Genshin Impact also put something out. I'm just waiting for it to be on the Switch, for crying out loud. The trailer looks good, but man, we just have it on the Switch. It's now in deserted place. They show a little bit, but it shows the tree first. I don't know what's that about. Sonic Frontiers, also another game that I've been curious to check out. A lot of people has been mixed about Sonic Frontiers, to be honest, or at least Sonic games in general. Kind of like me when it comes down to certain Sonic games for sure. But man, would this be good? It looks like Sonic mixed with Breath of the Wild. I mean, that would be cool. I'm not sure if that would offend people. Sonic Frontiers, Sonic, but Breath of the Wild. Would that offend people? I don't know. The Sonic fans, would they piss themselves? I don't know. Maybe not. I could be wrong. I mean, it's coming to the Switch, so I might check it out. I hope they put out a demo, just like the same one that they did for Kirby. I haven't checked out that Kirby Buffet game, by the way. I've been curious to see that as well. Also, High on Life. This is a game where it's like, it's straight up Morty, okay? It's straight up Rick and Morty. Oh, Morty. It just gives me that sense. And also, it just looks, I was worried it's going to be like grotesque or something, but it was actually compelling. The voice acting is good. The characters are weird, but I don't know. I don't know. It's not the game for me personally. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nothing's been for me, especially when it comes down to, Rick and Morty, that's for sure. But now we talk about the Ps5 price increase. I could talk about more Gamescom, but I ain't that's below my paycheck, okay? I'm going to be honest. Now, PS5. What the hell? They pretty much raised their prices. It's an increase. I get it. Inflation. This is all inflations. It's straight up inflations. But man, this is like, just not a good move, especially for other countries. I heard they haven't really increased it in the US, but you gotta think about these other countries that are really going through it, especially when they haven't witnessed the inflation before. I just have to be honest, like for some of these countries itself, when it comes to the PS5, especially Japan. Japan's been pissed about this whole situation as well. But with the PS5 increase, it's not gonna get okay. It's not gonna get good. It's not gonna get any better. I'm kind of just worried about all the other consoles. What's gonna happen to the Switch? What's gonna happen to the new Xbox? What's gonna happen to the Steam Deck, a console that I actually been thinking of getting, but of course I haven't, because I'm like, I can just play on my PC. Why not? But the PS5 increase, man, that's like a total L. There was this skit. I forget who it was, Kefi or something, that made a skit about the PS5 getting increased. Like pretty much, if you have a credit card or something, it was not gonna fill it in, and someone else takes it that happens to have more money. Man, this is now the PS5 itself is now a product for the loyalty. I mean, it's always have been when it comes down to gaming. It's never like, like for the Switch, for example, the Switch Lite is definitely something for the common folks, of people like me, basically, that are not rich. But now you got something that is totally for out there for the rich people. Is the PS5. They just had to raise it up to $80. Actually, no, $800. I don't know. It's like 200 more or something. So now it's $800 or something. How much is the PS5 now? Is that what I'm curious? Okay, is it expensive again? Is it like the same price? I'm not sure. It could be. It could be not. We're gonna check it out right here. I'm typing it. Yep. It's still same. In Walmart, it's still like, I believe it's 549. What is this? It's the console. Oh, this is the. What is this? The virtual is there's two versions, the disc version and also the virtual version, the ones that you don't need to use this at all. But yeah, I'm kind of worried. You already see prices up here. If you type it on Google, it's already like up there. If you have like $1,000, and if you got $1,000 to spend, hey, the PS5 is yours. But man, not everyone has that, especially nowadays. Inflation, y'all, inflation. But that's what I mean. When it comes down to stuff like this, it's like, damn, that's just, that's kind of depressing. But anyways, I don't know. Will I get a PS5 ever? It's been a console that I've been wanting, especially I've been telling my cousin, like, oh, I'm going to get a PS5 here and there or something. I don't even think that would be true at all, to be honest. But I don't know. Things could change. That's for sure. Next up, we got the whole, PAX West thing. I don't know why I want to talk about this. I just put this on the list. Like PAX West 2022, Splatoon. They had the Splatoon booth. They have other stuff, but I didn't really pay much. I just saw a glimpse of it, and that's it. But PAX West, it's still out there. PAX is doing good. They still have the mask requirements, of course. But PAX everyone. That's what's up. And also there was this whole situation going on with Corey Kenshin about this whole YouTube being racist or something. And I kind of had to agree with him, because even he was like, yeah, I don't want to spit that narrative at all. And I just get that feeling like it could be true or some cases. For those that don't know, Corey Kenshin, I'm not really a fan of Corey Kenshin, to be honest. I don't really watch gameplay channels like that at all. But when it comes to Corey Kenshin, he's been known to actually been basically taking breaks from YouTube for long amounts of time. So for this situation, maybe it's something about that. But man, I'm kind of still curious about this whole situation as well, because it's between Corey Kenshin and also Markiplier and YouTube, and there's some stuff going on in the backgrounds that YouTube's been called out for. Now, will YouTube will get protests like, what happened with Netflix with the whole Dave Chappelle thing? That's what I'm curious about. Will that happen within the YouTube studio in Los Angeles? I don't know. I mean, for something like that to happen is crazy, because you never thought that that would happen at all in YouTube, especially for YouTube to actually do the whole black creators, black voices and stuff like that. But when they put out this, I'm like, whoa, this can't be right? YouTube, what are you doing? Anyways, that's pretty much all I have in terms of gaming news, and pretty much some stuff that I just want to cover. stuff that I didn't cover last week, that's for sure. And also, of course, I didn't really cover anything last week because there was no VinzTalk last week. I just had to fill in the gaps. That's what I'd have to do, you know what I mean? But definitely stuff that I'm not qualified because I'm not a gaming channel. Anyways, animation stuff. Right now, let me give you an update. What's going on in One Piece? I've been pretty much haven't been watching a lot of One Piece. I'm gonna be honest. It's the game emulators. It's Crash Nitro's fault. Okay, I've been playing that game big time, and I'm just like, oh, let me get all the keys. Let me go get all the gems. Such a good game. But also, One Piece. I've been on. The Impel Down. Man, that is a reference to hell. That's for sure. Impel Down. That was like a deep, disturbing hole, but also a very hilarious one. I kind of like the warden, so they're funny. And also, I've been hearing a lot about this, reveal about the Sir Pentious and Nifty. Well, actually, not a lot. There hasn't been anybody talking about it. I just pretty much, that's why I didn't show it here on this thumbnail. Sir Pentious got his reveal, looks the same as usual. And Nifty, same as usual, pretty much adorable in its own ways. And also, another thing to talk about here. I don't know what else to talk about. I got something here called She-Hulk twerking scene or something. Like, Megan Thee Stallion was actually in that scene with the She-Hulk. Like, what is happening? What is happening in Disney over there? You just gotta put that scene or surrounding this or something as if it's, like, funny and hilarious. Or, like, I'm just like... I only heard about it. That's why, and pretty much I don't really care about She-Hulk or, whatever it is. I haven't seen it at all, to be honest. But also, like, I heard it's not good. I heard, like, whatever is going on there when it comes to superhero movies is not really good out, from what I heard. I don't know. I'm not nerdrotic, but I kind of, like, hear little glimpses here and there. The first thing I heard is, like, She-Hulk, twerking, and also Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, what? Megan Thee Stallion? The Megan Thee Stallion? With She-Hulk? What's that about? I don't know. Also, pretty much, yeah, that's all I have for now. I do want to talk about comments. Man, there was this one comment, okay? There was this one comment about this person said, like, look outside because I complain about drivers and also noise in the background and stuff like that. I just can't help it. And to be honest, pretty much, how? Okay, there's a house covering. I can't look outside when there's a house covering in the way. Okay, that's just not how it works. I don't know if you've seen what my apartment looks like. Talk about looking outside, maybe, or looking out my window. The comment said, "Look out my window." I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? What other comments, man? Whenever I see a stupid comment, I usually delete it and don't mind it. And I have one here that has batches of the comments. Shout out to what is it? Bronwyn Brown. Man, I have a lot of comments now. I just checked out the comments 3 hours ago. How did I get all these? My God. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's pretty much, here and there, shouts to Fernie Cruzado, shouts to Emmanuel Tari, Cian Bird Story, I've been seeing her like a lot, and a Byzantine as well here, supporting channel. Hopefully, there's some good stuff here. Someone's also said, like, shout out to Naomi. This is something in reference to my accent. Why am I not surprised you are from Jersey? I'm like, yep, that's true. That's if I was from anywhere else, would I actually be a better reader? I think I would, I don't know. But now I got this accent just sticking on me. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. I'll see you when I see ya. I do want to do a collab. I've been trying to actually really think about it. Really thinking about it. I don't know. It has been in my mind, stuff like that. Also, I've been wondering, what's going on with Webtoon? Have they been falling off? Somebody please answer that question. Like, is Webtoon falling off? Yes or no? I'm just curious. Like, pretty much, like, there's this video called Why These Popular Webtoons Are Disappointing. And, it's just like, will Webtoon, there's got to be some good stuff, I guarantee, But I just noticed those, the viewer rates, what is it, like, just the numbers on the videos and stuff like that hasn't been doing good. So your boy hasn't been making any money, so I probably have to really think of a second way. Maybe I have to, promote my PayPal. in order to actually get this channel running, because it uses up money for sure. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. Hope you enjoy this. This is just me talking, rambling, what's in my heart, just to let you guys know, just to tell you. And other than that, I'll see you when I see you. One love and a peace.